Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's live flower readings. Well, actually, they're not live flowers, they're actually flower images. But anyway, we're live and they're flower readings, so it's sort of live flower readings. I had the most amazing weekend. It's the first weekend I've actually got away for a while, and it was just with two other ladies, and it was amazing. It was like a women's circle without anyone being in charge. It was just the gathering of like-minded people together to create amazing stuff, but that's coming up soon. But anyway, I'm Susan Jane and I am doing the live flower readings today. If you would like a live flower reading or a flower reading while we're live, just pick a number between 1 and 100. Now, say hello, say good day, because let me get the comments up. Just so I know that everything's working all right, that you can hear me. Unplugged everything because I had to do an interview while I was on the weekend away. So I'm not sure if everything's working all right. So yeah, do the big hi if you get on. Now, pick a number between 1 and 100 and we will do a flower reading for you. But first of all, let's have a look at the moon cycles, because when I had my 90-acre organic crop farm, I would do planting by the moon cycles. And because I do flower readings, just pick a number between 1 and 100 if you want a flower reading. Because I do the flower readings, it really resonates with me to do an understanding of our goals in relation to how we plant in the crops. Oh, hi, Sal. How you going? Now, Sal, I have got your numbers. So you want to pick today's number, but I've still got your 4 numbers ready for when I'm away. And I'm away in 2 or 3 weeks' time. But I'm going to be doing if somebody wants to do 4 numbers and get those readings while I'm away, I'm going to pre-do it all before I go. And yours is 83 for today. Thanks, Sal. I'll just finish off with these moon cycles. So planting by the moon cycles really helped my crop to grow when I was on the 90-acre organic crop farm. And I just feel like if we can plant our seeds of our goals at this particular time, then I feel that we're going to get a better result from it. So this week, because we're still in the waxing crescent, it is about planting leaf crops. Now, leaf crops, when it comes to our emotional goals, is more towards our health goals and our supportive goals. So the leaf in a flower reading, the leaf in a flower reading is all about our guidance, our guidance around us. So that's what we're looking at this week. We're looking at what information we are gathering this week and where we can take that, what we can do with that information. So it's all about the leaves this week. The other aspect is, if we're going to set goals, it's about our health goals this week. Now, they don't have to be big major goals this week. It's not about that. It's about continuing these goals. It's about being mindful of them and going forward with them. So when we start to plant a goal, say you have a health goal that you want to start to instigate this week, it might be that, okay, I'm going to be aware of my water intake this week and start to get that behavior happening where you're drinking more water, where you're being mindful about the water. So when we say plant these goals, these emotional goals, and getting an understanding of it, especially about health, about anything, it isn't those great big audacious goals. It's those smaller steps that we're going to be doing monthly to get us through them. So that's what we're looking at this week. Health goals until the end of the weekend, and then we move on to, now because of the way it is all set up, we move on to the waxing gibbous by the weekend, and that's we've got 2 goals we need to focus on then, and that's our relationship goals and our financial goals. So we look at abundance and things like that on that after the weekend. I'm going to talk more about that next week because we'll be right in it. So at the moment we're right in to health goals. So let's have a look at health goals and how we can go with them. So we're still in that waxing stage where we're looking at self-awareness, self-respect, self-belief, self-honesty, self-reliance. We're starting to get an understanding of who we are and what we're doing. And it's a really good week to be really focusing on that, looking at our skills and our integrity, looking at how we communicate with ourselves, not with each other, because it's all about the self. Are we being honest with ourselves? Are we relying on our own ability, or are we putting it out there for everyone else to do it for us? So these are the things that we're going to be looking at this week and taking control over. not taking control, getting an understanding of. But after the weekend that we had, one of the learning areas that I had on the weekend is because of the get together of us three. It was the differences in the age gap to start with, the differences in the age group. So me, of course, being the oldest, and then there was another lady I'm at the very end of the baby boomers. There's another one that was Gen X, Gen Y, and then there was the last one. She's only just turned like in her early 30s. So we had this lovely come together of these different age groups and these different abilities and different understandings. So what I really learned, apart from having a really good hit on my new book that's coming out that I'm writing, got a really good understanding of an overflow of that one. But what I did really appreciate is when we were talking in this group over the weekend, the information they were bringing out, it was like I had learned so much in my life that I forgot. I've just, there's so much we learn when we get to this age that we've got this understanding of that we forget to actually bring forward. They were talking about conscious, subconscious, and the conscious. I can't even remember it now, but we've got those. And as soon as she said it, I went, oh yeah, they're the 4 boxes, and are we aware of what we're thinking about and what we aren't aware about? So there's the conscious and the subconscious, and it was like, wow, I learned that 20 odd years ago, and it's starting to come up. Yeah, new book. So it's all starting to come up. So it was really amazing how we can get to where we are in life, and we've learned a lot of this stuff that we actually implement, and we're not even aware we're implementing it. So that's what I love about trusting our gut, trusting our intuition, because we are following what we need to do. But anyway, that's enough of that sort of stuff. It was a fantastic weekend, and we've got some really exciting news that we're going to bring forward a bit later on down the track. So you'll have to stay tuned for that one. But for Sal, I am going to do your flower reading because you must be sick of hearing me rattling on. And here is your beautiful number 83. Oh, this is one of my favorite images. I really like this image. Let me share it for you. Share screen. Here it is, Sal. There it is. What I really like about this image is, and what I really like about daisies. Daisies are one of my favorite flowers. And why is because of the simplicity of them. I just love that they are so simple. They are easy to look at, easy to follow. They're not out there in the world and yelling, look at me, look at me, look at me. It's more of that. It's that beautiful simplicity of it and that lovely soft feeling to it. So Sal's just written, absolutely funny. I was with a small group of goddesses raising the vibe on the weekend too. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. It was so cool. Okay, so your flower, Sal. What we're looking at is there's not a lot of leaves. Not a lot of, love the daisies to you. Not a lot of leaves in it. So you've got some, have I got that? Yeah. You've got some down low, and they're in a very masculine type area, type of leaf. You can see that little tiny leaves there. So guides in that concept are not really what you're looking at this week. So what's going to help you? You've got this blurry vision in the background there. So there's like a goal that you've had there, and if it was a health goal or an understanding, or even where you want to go forward, you've got that goal in the background, and it's mimicking this one. So it may have been what you started on, and now this one's coming into clarity. So this one needs to be more of the focus. But as you're focusing on this one, it's also bringing that one into fruition. That is an older flower. You can see by the center of it, it's opened up more than this one. So that is an older flower. So I would say that would have been your first one. And since then, you've just popped up with another one. And hang on, it's very, very similar. I've just changed it a little bit. So just be looking at that this week. So if you've had an idea, and I mean, I would imagine over the weekend, if it was anything like ours, you would have I had my book. I know I've got the book start half done. But I just had this little clarification over the weekend that made me go, that's what I've been looking for. That's why I haven't been able to keep going with it, because I just needed to get this understanding of this overarching theme that I wanted to run with this book. And I can see this image is really reflecting that, and it could be reflecting something in yours too. So there's something there that you had, and you've got that started, and you've got an understanding of it, and it might be, say, life coaching your business or something to that effect, and you're getting a lot more clarity this week about it. And it's not changing it 100% because we can see it's the same flower. What it's doing is creating more clarity and allowing you to open up and go again with it. You've also got these other buds coming into play as well. So out of this understanding of it, there is going to be more there. And if I was looking at my book, I would say there may be online courses that match it. There may be workshops that match it. There may be other things that go with it. And that's what you're looking at this week. So you're getting a lot more clarity this week about what the goal is or what it's about, even though it's not a different goal. So that's where your focus is for this week. Maybe not a different goal, the same one, but with more clarity. I hope that makes sense. Where are you, Sal? Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Look, it looks like it's a quiet one this week. I haven't got anyone else on there, which is fine. I feel just it happens what happens. I do want to talk about, like I said, going forward, if you want to pick 4 numbers, I will actually record them before I go away. I'm due to go to the United Kingdom or to England with my 92-year-old dad. So that will be interesting. I hope I can keep up with him. And we're going to do Stonehenge and Glastonbury tour. We're doing a lot of these historical and beautiful areas that I wanted to look at. Very, very spiritual areas that I want to actually connect with. So it will be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. But if you do want a flower reading, you can jump onto my Calendly and book one. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, okay. Now I'll just let you, because it's only you, Sal, so no one else knows. We've got this little thing happening. We're going to be doing an interactive podcast. So not my podcast, because my podcast is staying the same, but this is an interactive podcast where you can actually get on like you're doing now and talk to the guests. Yes, it would be wonderful for me and Dad. So we're doing this interactive, but that's a bit of a secret. So don't tell everybody yet. I'm just putting it out on Facebook so everyone can see. But yeah, that's what's happening. So it's going to be really cool. There's going to be 3 of us in it, and we're going to be sharing it out in our groups, and we'll be able to interact and get a better understanding. So this real generational aspect of spirituality. So really cool. But that's me for today. No one else wants to be on. That's cool. That's how it's meant to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it go at that, because I've got things I want to do. I'm so excited about going forward and getting my stuff ready to go to UK. So I'm quite happy to let things go. All right. Have a great week. See you, Sal. I will catch up with you soon, hopefully. All right, guys. All the best, and see you next week. Okay, bye.